The story of the Democratic Women's Club of Florida is a 70-year journey of grit, growth, and grassroots power. Let's look back on our journey through various photographs and newspaper clippings preserved in our club's archives, housed at the University of Central Florida's Special Collections and University Archives. Items have been meticulously preserved, ensuring we honor the legacy of the women who came before us. Let's take a look through our rich history while hearing about how it all began.
Imagine it's May 24th, 1940. The world is on a knife's edge. In Europe, the shadows are deepening as Germany sweeps through France and the Low Countries. But in Washington, D.C., a different kind of force is gathering, one fueled by hope and a drive for progress. Eleanor and Franklin Roosevelt had planned a modest afternoon. They expected about 100 women from the DNC's Women's Division for an informal chat in the executive office. Eleanor, a fierce champion for the group, was eager to show them FDR's support. Then, the numbers started climbing. 3 weeks out, the guest list hit 600. The Roosevelts pivoted, moving the reception to the Grand East Room. But on the day of the event, something extraordinary happened. Despite the era's difficult transportation and the weight of world events, women didn't just show up, they arrived in droves. Reports say between 4,000 and 6,000 women descended upon the White House. The East Room couldn't hold them. The executive office was out of the question. FDR had to be wheeled out to the South Portico just to be seen. Looking out at the massive sea of hats and determined faces, the president didn't turn them away. Instead, he opened the doors wide and famously shouted, "Come on in!" That incredible surge of energy led Eleanor to advocate for May 24th to be Democratic Women's Day. While the momentum was paused by the depths of World War II, the spirit never died. By 1949, President Truman picked up the mantle, standing before these women to fight for women's issues like Social Security, housing, and most famously, raising the minimum wage from 40 to 75 cents. He couldn't resist a dig at his opponents, remarking that Republicans preferred a minimum wage that was the more minimum, the better. Today, that single day of defiance and organization has grown into Democratic Women's Month. Because May 24th often shares the stage with Memorial Day, the Democratic Women's Club of Florida and the NFDW transformed the celebration into a full month of action. Every May, we don't just look back at that crowd on the South Portico, we gather at rallies, host tables, and continue the work that Eleanor and those 6,000 women started. The doors are still open. Come on in.
In 1971, amidst the rise of icons like Shirley Chisholm and Bella Abzug, a vision for a unified female political voice took shape at a DNC conference in Washington, D.C. By 1972, women from 8 states met in Nashville to officially form the National Federation of Democratic Women. Between 1972 and 1977, the NFDW transformed from a grassroots startup into a political powerhouse, gaining official recognition and replacing the DNC's Women's Division. This shift secured the organization a literal seat at the table, including on the Democratic National Committee and a position on the Executive Committee. Today, the NFDW serves as the national umbrella for groups like the Democratic Women's Club of Florida. As a full member, the DWCF ensures that the voices of Florida's women are carried directly to the halls of national power, turning the legacy of the 1970s into modern political victory. Seeking formal recognition, the DWCF received its official start via a state-sealed charter from Florida's longest-serving Secretary of State, R.A. Gray. By 1972, the organization took its next major step by incorporating as a nonprofit, solidifying a political identity that began with just 18 women in a St. Petersburg hotel. Though not a traditionally chartered caucus, the DWCF's deep roots and national standing have earned it recognition as the official women's caucus of the Florida Democratic Party. What started small has evolved into a political juggernaut, the state's largest recognized caucus, boasting over 3,500 members across 66 clubs. Today, the DWCF serves as a vital bridge between Florida's grassroots energy and national strategy. Its mission remains clear: to provide a forum for debate, support qualified candidates, and empower Democratic women to move from the audience to the ballot. Our 70th anniversary isn't just a look back at a hotel meeting in St. Petersburg. It's a launch pad for the next generation of Florida women ready to make their mark on herstory. Honoring our legacy, energizing our future, captures the spirit of an organization that respects its history while refusing to stand still. While we celebrate the milestones behind us, our focus remains firmly on the work ahead, turning decades of experience into the momentum needed for tomorrow's victories. Persisters from the Panhandle to the Keys gather to celebrate the sapphire strength of our resolve and the platinum endurance of our 70-year herstory.
For 70 years, the Democratic Women's Club of Florida has been powered by something stronger than politics alone, by purpose, by persistence, and by women who believe they could make a difference. Through every decade, through every challenge, women showed up, women organized, women advocated, women led. We've built communities, lifted voices, and opened doors for the next generation of women to step forward with confidence and courage. This legacy doesn't belong to the past. It lives in each of us, in the work still being done, in the fight still ahead, and in the voices still rising. 70 years is not just a celebration of where we've been, it's a call to where DWCF is going. So let's celebrate the moment in the best way we know how, by continuing the work, by standing strong, and by moving DWCF forward together. 70 years strong, and we are just getting started.
I know you've never had any personal political ambitions, but certainly you did help to advance the position of women in politics. How far do you think this will go in the years to come? I mean, the position that women hold.
Oh, I don't think there's any limit. I think women can go on until finally we come to the point where we will be considering people for office because they are just fitted for the job, not because they're either men or women. When that day comes, then a woman can occupy any office, doesn't matter.